And welcome to the place for offbeat commentary and comedy on today's hot topics. A place to get unique perspectives and opinions. A place where political correctness is checked at the door, but not our manners. A place where common sense prevails in uncommon times. Welcome to Billosophy.
Bim, welcome, oh great sage.
May the sands of the Kalahari never clog your body's vital openings.
Thank you for that generous wish. I hold in my hands the envelopes. A child of 4 could plainly see these envelopes are hermetically sealed. They've been kept in a mayonnaise jar on Funk and Wagnall's porch since noon today. No one knows the contents of these envelopes, but you, in your mystical and divine way, will ascertain the answers to the questions, having never before seen the question.
Karnak will give that a shot.
Envelope number 1. Hermetically sealed.
I shall divine the answer to this question.
Yes. Having never...
Snoopy and Woodstock.
Snoopy and Woodstock.
Who's running the state of California while Jerry Brown is out campaigning for president?
The magnificent Carmack. Gotta love Johnny Carson. Don't you wish that late night comedians were as funny as he was then? Scratch that. Don't you wish late night comedians were funny? Hey, welcome to the 2022 prediction show. The reason I showed that clip of the great Karnak, because I'm too lazy to go and put on any costume like that. So I figured, why imitate greatness when I could just show greatness? Now let's just hope that the YouTube gods don't ding me for taking a clip of that. But anyway, let's not beat around the bush. Let's get into our 2022 predictions, and then we'll check back about this time next year and see how successful they all were. So first out of the gate, Hooday! Bengals win the Super Bowl. That's in 3 or 4 days, and it's been like, I want to say 35 years since the Bengals have been in the Super Bowl. The Rams were in it a few years back. But I got to say, this is the Bengals' year. And there's 2 keys to this game. You know, they sit around, all the pundits and prognosticators, football sit around, and they'll give you, the keys of the game, the keys of the Bengals winning, the keys of the Rams winning, blah, blah, blah. Here you go. It all boils down to this right here. Here's why Bengals win, Rams lose. Matt Stafford, gotta love the guy. Toiled for all those years up in Detroit for losing season, with losing teams and losing seasons. But unfortunately, he's going to have a flashback game day that he's playing for the Lions. And that's all she wrote. The Bengals' key to winning, they forget that they're the Bengals. There it is. That's my prediction. I'll throw a score out there. Let's say 35-12. All right. So there we go. There's prediction number 1. Moving right along. TikTok. That lovable little social media platform. As a 50-something-year-old man, I shouldn't even know exists, but unfortunately, I do. And so here's my prediction. Not only will TikTok become the dominant social media platform of 2022, like Trump used Twitter, it will be Joe Biden's exclusive means of communicating with the American people. Some movie will win the Academy Award for Best Movie this year that no one will have seen and only subscribers to Entertainment Weekly have ever heard of. COVID is not going away. My prediction is there will be 4 new strains of COVID-19 in 2022. However, CNN will be the only ones that notice it, and people named Karen. In 2022, people are going to get tired of working from home. You know, it was a necessity in 2020. It became kind of optional in 2021, and people kind of liked it. People could do their laundry at home. They could show up to work in sweatpants and shorts, or none at all. You don't see me from the waist down, do you? But 2022, all that is going to change. The novelty of it is long since over with. They're finding that not leaving the house for 3 weeks on end is kind of a drag. And so people are going to now demand that they go back to the office, go back to work in person. And when that happens, businesses will immediately notice at least a 25% reduction in efficiency and productivity. All right, if you're starting a new job in 2022, read the fine print carefully. There's a good chance that you might be getting your paycheck in cryptocurrency. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but it might be a little bit hard to feed those Coke machines with Bitcoin. And speaking of new jobs, if you're either getting a new job or you're up for your review and you're negotiating a salary for 2022, here's my tip as a employment counselor. Go in for at least a 50% raise on your current salary. If you do that, there's a good chance that you might break even when that raise gets all wiped out by inflation this year.
It's going to cost you money.
Here's another bold 2022 prediction. I believe that Amazon will take over the U.S. Postal Service. Well, let me amend that prediction. Amazon will officially take over the U.S. Postal Service. People will get tired of masks, and there's still going to be some people that require masks. There will be mask mandates in some places of work, maybe still in schools, and ultimately people will just get tired of them. And so the real original people will start getting tattoo masks on their face. So they don't have to wear them, it just looks like it. And then no matter how long a mask mandate wears on, they will always be prepared. Neil Young will land at a new music streaming platform. The Spotify days will be long gone, and he will see exponential growth of his downloads and hits of his music. And while most streaming services keep their numbers pretty low key and don't really release them, rumor will has it that his hits will now reach into the dozens. 2022, transgenders are not going away. I see it being the year of the transgender. Time magazine will make them the pronoun of choice of the year. And it just won't be sports. In every walk of life, in every avenue of culture, transgenders will now take a leading role, whether it be in movies or music, obviously sports, politics, and just day-to-day jobs that are traditionally female oriented will be taken over more and more by transgenders. And to steal a line from Dave Chappelle, so I don't get the criticism, it will only prove one thing: that men are better at everything than women are, including being women. A little bit of politics. We got midterm elections coming up here in a few months. And I'm not alone in this prediction. Most political pundits are leaning this way, that the Republicans take over control of both the House and the Senate. I think probably plus 23 in the House and plus 3 in the Senate. Nancy Pelosi, not willing to give up the gavel, will still pretend that she is the Speaker of the House. And finally, in 2022, we are going to see an incredible uptick of violence on school playgrounds across the country. In rural, small county schools and the large urban high schools, elementary schools, middle schools, across the board, violence will soar. For one reason: Kids will now take to fisticuffs as they get in arguments over whose dad has a bigger "Let's Go Brandon" sign in the front yard.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
There you have it. Check back with me this time next year. See how well I did. And as always, have a great rest of your day.